A revision has been made to 210.8F that states, for dwellings, all outdoor outlets, other than those covered in 210.8A, exception number 1, including outlets installed in the following locations and supplied by single-phase branch circuits, rated 150 volts or less to ground, 50 amperes or less, shall be provided with GFCI protection. Item 1, garages that have floors located at or below grade level. Item 2, accessory buildings. Item 3, boathouses. If equipment, supplied by an outlet, covered under the requirements of this section, is replaced, the outlet shall be supplied with GFCI protection. Exception number 1 states that GFCI protection shall not be required on lighting outlets other than those covered in 210.8C. Exception number 2 states that GFCI protection shall not be required for listed HVAC equipment. This exception shall expire September 1, 2026. The proposed language will require GFCI protection for dwelling outdoor outlets when they are replaced, and will increase safety. This section was modified to expand coverage of GFCI protection for dwelling outdoor outlets. The addition of these outlets address similar safety hazard exposures and should be afforded with the same level of protection as a receptacle outlet on the exterior of a dwelling unit. An editorial revision was made to move, or less, directly after 150 volts, to be consistent with the same language found in section 210.8A. Because outlets do not have a rating, this section was reworded to properly address the fact that it is the branch circuit that has a rating. 210.8 F3 was relocated to the parent text of 210.8F, and the list items were renumbered in this section. The word "where" was replaced with "if" to align with the Style Manual 3.3.4 for proper use of the term. The suggested addition of dwellings into the title of 210.8F was not added, as it is currently located in the first paragraph, and not necessary to be added here. The suggested changes to add a list item for dwellings and modify the exception were not accepted, as they do not add clarity. The existing exception, referencing 210.8C, is appropriate, and the suggested change would vastly expand the exception without substantiation. Utilization was not added, as it is more limiting, without proper substantiation. A revision has been made to clarify that all outdoor outlets for dwellings, other than those covered in 210.8A, exception number 1, including outlets installed in garages that have floors located at or below grade level, accessory building, or boathouses, are required to have GFCI protection for personnel. No substantiation was provided by Codemaking Panel 2 to address the location of an outlet. Therefore, we feel GFCI protection is not required for an air conditioning unit, electric vehicle service equipment, etc. Even if GFCI protection was required, there are compatibility issues with Class A GFCI device and the air conditioning unit. Codemaking Panel 2 also stated in their substantiation that utilization was not added, as it is more limiting, without proper substantiation.